All right. Hey, well, you've landed on this page, and hopefully you're about to fill in a form to fill out to book a strategy session with Sue. But before you do that, or maybe after you've done it, I've got a new member here. His name is Adrian Ramsay. Can you just tell us who you are, what you do, where you do it? And then we're going to get Adrian just to give an overview. He's just been through the 6 program. Obviously, he's a good one. He's done well. But so, yeah, let's just do that and we'll get into it.
Cool. Well, hi, Richard. My business is Adrian Ramsay Design House. I named it after myself, probably for lack of wanting a better name. And I'm a designer, so we design new homes and renovations. We are focused on acreage properties or big block properties. Some people call them estate homes, but we're focused on that end of the market. That's what we do best. Okay. And I'm in Queensland in Australia. And I've been doing this business for around about nearly 20 years. And the 6 program, certainly you can ask me some questions about it, but certainly a great way to pull things into line.
So, because these people are kind of thinking about, they'll be thinking about the program and whether to join, all that type of stuff. So I'll try and ask questions that they would be asking. So
sure.
Why were you interested in getting help initially, even before, or how did you find it, and why were you interested in getting help, and what were you looking for? What were you hoping to get?
Okay. So, one of the things is obviously after all the years I've been doing this, I know I can design things. That's not an issue. My biggest thing that I was looking for was, and I've done a fair bit of been in business coaching groups and stuff like that, was something specifically to unravel marketing. And I remember sitting in one of my coaching meetings with my old coach and saying, yeah, I get all that. I've got all that. I just want marketing. And he said to me, why do you just want marketing? And I said, because I want to feel like there's a flow and a funnel that is constantly putting the right people in front of me, mm-hmm. or closer, because it wasn't lack of leads, it was lack of the right leads. Yeah. And so I said to him, I don't care about anything else. Don't talk to me about anything else. I just want that. And he said, well, we can do that. And in the meantime, I'd spotted, I think it was a Facebook ad of yours. And I had gone, okay, that looks interesting. Is it interesting? Maybe. So you know what I did is I looked on all the people that had commented on there must have been something there that I looked, or maybe it was who you were talking about. On your Facebook ad, you were talking about Mona Quinn and a couple of others. So I just Google searched them. And I went and
see if they're real. To see if they're real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it is Facebook, isn't it? I mean,
that is.
Who knows?
What I looked for was the common thread of things they had,
right,
that your ad was saying would give. And so I was looking to see what this collateral was that you were going to give,
right,
and whether their business did look half-assed or successful.
Right.
And
fair point.
And so I researched them, and I actually set up a Gmail account and started downloading their product.
Did you?
Yeah, of course. And I saw there was a common thread in some of it. And I went, right, okay, well, that's a lot of effort to produce that stuff.
Right.
And I went, okay. So then I started doing a little bit more research. And I'm not a big research guy. I did a bit more research around it, and I ended up calling Stu.
Right.
I did whatever it was, filled it in, and went, I don't have to do it if I don't want to. I'm not committed to it. But I certainly want to know what the difference is while I'm looking around going, who's my marketing person going to be? Mm-hmm. And I don't want people, this was a big distinction. I don't want somebody who's going to learn my marketing journey with me.
Right.
I want somebody who's got a marketing journey, who has a map, and I'm going to learn my marketing journey walking down their map, because they already know where the road goes to. That was a key distinction.
Right. Right. Cool. Cool. And I'm actually just in the interesting. I'm just in the process of creating a whole lot of. I mean, we've got a roadmap, but I'm taking it to a whole nother level at the moment, which I'm quite excited
Awesome.
about. That's going to be. Okay. So what did you get? What bet? Well, you were hoping to get very specific roadmap and very specific tools and resources that you could really plug into. What did you actually? What have you ended up? What's happened? What was the before and after?
What's the outcome?
Yeah.
Well, before our lead gen was, it was okay, and we were spending, reasonable money on our lead gen, and we were getting leads, but not the leads that we, architectures and design in this sense is a really funny business. It's a long stream business. I talked to you today about your home, and it might be 2 years before I can even take a photograph of anything that's meaningful.
Yes.
By the time we've designed it, then somebody's got to build it, and then your experiences really are valuable in 3 to 5 years. Because we only do residential homes that you're going to live in. We don't do them that you're selling off and stuff. But it's a 3 to 5 year journey before you can really tell me the nuances and the things that made a difference and all those things that came out 3-5 years ago that now you're getting. So it's a long stream business. So in that sense, what you want to be able to do is work on the projects that you really want as soon as possible in this business. And the process of the 6 program, Sunshine Island Express, I love that. The process of going from step to step to step to step and having the resources that are plug and play resources that would take months of work, and anybody who's a designer will overthink it, overwork it. But, from video that you supplied to planning packs to lead funnel gen things, all these things I've just changed the name here. And this will now have a look at what it is. Now it goes to here, and now it's live on your website. All you've got to do is put it in your own Facebook ad or whatever, and boom, it will come, and you get an email that comes in and it says, you have a new lead. And that's all automated, and that alone, to know what to plug into that would be one problem, and you'd be guessing and testing and split testing and all the rest to get it right. And the other is would you have the content? Would have a marketing expert had written the headline? No, it would have been you sitting in your office going, oh, should I say that? Should I say that? But it's a marketing expert that's written the headline. And in the 6 program, when I've written the headline, then I get you to say, Adrian, mate, stop that. If it is one where I've taken it over, it's no, I hear what you're saying, but you need to start with this. You need to do this. There's the goal. That's what the journey does. And what the outcome of that journey is you've incredibly focused on, but at me now, incredibly focused on just who I need to talk to, how to not spread my own self so thin, and the attractiveness goes up because of the fact that the clients are looking for us as well, and they're actually be able to find us.
Because you've got more specialized in who you're focused on.
Yeah. It just makes all the difference in the world. In your program, there's those first 90 days. And those first 90 days, that means that you can get traction within probably under a month if you want. You can gain your first pieces of traction. And what happens is mentally, you, as the person who's in the program, you're focusing your energies. And then all of a sudden, your blinkers are coming on and you're looking down the road clearly to where it leads to. And so all this peripheral that pulled you outside of it isn't happening anymore. And so just by nature of that, you're focusing your energies, and you're confused and lost and all the rest because it's the first time you've walked down this road. But there's always the guiding hand of taking you down this road. And if you take the action, and I'd say you don't even have to take all the action. If you take the key parts of the action, the tap turns from warm to hot, and only the hot water comes out, which is the leads you want. The warm ones and the cold ones, they're kind of disappearing off the radar. We still get them, but we know we don't need them or want them.
You can say no.
Yeah.
You're in a position to say no. So in terms of, are you getting better quality clients? Are you getting more of them? Are you charging higher fees? Have you eliminated free work? What's the, probably yes to all of those, but what's the number one thing that you say, oh man, I now have this?
That we are getting all of those things, as you said. Like, we are getting higher fees. We don't do any free work. In fact, the most you can get to talk to me is for probably about 30 minutes for nothing. And after that, everything becomes a paid consultation.
Right.
And we do get better fees because we've got better clients based on that. You know, it's not necessarily that we're charging more. We've just got more of the right people to charge that amount of money to. Those projects are more succinct. Then the number one thing is probably just surety in that it works.
Right.
That when somebody rings me, I've got a script that I've mucked around, of course, with it, but I've got a script. But the key positions in that you've put in that script mean that certain things happen. Nobody minds being sold to if they're sold to really well, even if they recognize they're being sold to. They feel more confident than a bumbling fool. Correct. And so that's a big part of what it does really quickly. Right. So surety becomes that, and then as soon as you've got surety around it, then you relax and then you actually do what needs to be done. That would be my number one. And yes, we make more money. We have better clients. We do jobs we like more than the other. We still do a large variety of jobs, and I love that. We can plan our workflow better. We can look and go, you know what, we need a small client for here because rather than a big client. So that big client might have to wait for a little bit, but we need this small one in this gap because of our workflow and stuff. So overall, all those things changed and have become relaxing to manage as opposed to stressful to manage.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And we get paid for it.
What you love doing. It's what you love doing. All right, we'll end it there. So, hey,
yeah, cool, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I just wanted to put a little, get a random sort of a sixer in there to give an experience of what it's like. So if you're on this page, go and have a chat with Sue. You've got nothing to lose. She's pretty gentle. She'll be gentle with you. She'll just run you through. She'll find out where you are now, where you want to be, and then she'll give you a rundown on the different options we have, or the even advice on what you should do. And if it's a good fit for you, go and do it. If it's not, even just the fact you're looking and investigating is probably good for you. You'll pick up a lot of stuff just doing that. So
I'd say get on the Facebook group if nothing else. Because if you're not ready yet, you might be ready soon. And the Facebook group has a lot of like great information on it. You're always sharing great information on there. You're always like, you know, poking stuff out into the marketplace from there. And there's a lot of value in there. And I know not everybody in there is on a program with you, but that's really valuable stuff as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Adrian Ramsay.